Hey guys, hope you did fantastic. So I'm just going to jump in here and try to do another reading. So I just did one. I'm still picking up the same energy. I'm not sure what exactly is happening with people right now, but there's some like real heavy energies coming across my table here. And people just need to calm down and really connect with the great divine of truth. And people are dealing with somebody who is real mental, okay? Somebody's in a lot of terror because of something that took place in the past. And they're having a hard time, I guess, dealing with it, okay? And this person needs prayer. This person needs to find the Most High, if it's still possible for this person. I don't really know. So I'm asking you, just because of what I've seen 3 times now come across my table, to join with me right here, right now, and ask the divine to touch this person's mind, okay? Because plotting to murder and plotting to secure something from a lie it's just gonna make it worse, people. It's just gonna make it worse, okay? We're dealing with the serial killer, for one thing, I believe. I really believe that. And somebody thinks that they can plot and steal and murder and get away with that, and that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong for anybody to even collaborate with somebody like that. That's wrong for somebody to take a bribe, like I said, to collaborate just because something now is huge. They should never done something to that degree in the first place, people. They just shouldn't have ever done it. And so somebody is in a really bad mess. They really, really are. And it's wrong if somebody think they're going to just go murder somebody just because they don't want to get caught. And yet, Jehovah's calling them out. So please, just right here, right now, let us just energetically ask the divine Jehovah, just please do something about this person. Do something about this person. Expose them or cause them to get in, put obstacles in their way to stop this energy around their mind. Jehovah, just bind, block, and rebuke every foul, demonic, witchcraft, familiar spirit, nastiness, enchantment, idol worship. Just completely break every chain. I'm hearing legion. Somebody's just full of demons on the inside of them. They've just got to the place where they're a mess. This person's a freaking mess. And they either law enforcement needs to go and put this person down. If something's wrong with law enforcement, if they're not going to do that, for one thing. Jehovah says he's going to make his officers righteous. Okay? My God, that's craziness. We actually had law come out. 2 cards that came out that was law just a minute ago. And the word was terror and working water. And we had the 6 of swords that came out, and that was leaving troubled waters behind. And somebody really, the King of Pentacles was in the reverse in that reading. And the Death card was there, and the Pentacle was there. And, well, it just speaks for itself. Contracts and secret money and sexual things and conceptions. And then the 4 Pentacles come out on that. So somebody's really anxious and they're terrified because of something that happened with the 6 of Cups. That the 6 of Swords was clarifying in the past was horrible energy. And somebody's, they're frantic, I guess, or something has happened. And the fixed sign reading, there's a bunch of freaking fire going everywhere and a bunch of people plotting crap. So I just take authority right here, right now, in Jehovah's name. That this, you know, I took a rune, and the first rune that I took, the Laguz came out, and that goes back to somebody needing balanced. They needed medicine because they're in tribulation. There's some type of humiliation to have to be overcome, and this person's just freaking frantic about it. But you don't get to just go murder just because you're frantic about it. You shouldn't have ever done the dirty, I guess. It's time to face the mirror and get some help so that you can be whole. Or that person, if I'm talking to that person, hopefully you're not on the other end of my phone. But I'm sure that there's some type of connection here because I'm picking up on your energy. Yo, but what do you want to bring out here, please? I just speak great shalom to the mind, to the spirit, to the body, to the soul. This person, that you would somehow, some way let them rest or be put down, or just take them out, or whatever needs to happen, or to deliver them, or whatever needs to happen. Yeah, so somebody just sitting there. This is the card that talks about they're unwilling to make a decision. They're saying that ain't no problem. They've set somebody else at a stalemate, or maybe they're at a stalemate, or they're pretending like there's not a freaking problem, and there is a freaking problem, and other people know it because they're butting heads with this person. So that shows you right there that somebody does know there's a freaking problem, and that probably the ex is the problem. The ex needs to be put down or dealt with or taken to the hospital. Crazy. And we got the Page of Pentacles. Children are involved. Are you dealing with somebody a lot younger than you, or there's teenagers also involved, or this is somebody who is connected to students, good with their hands, successful. This is very patient energy. This is financial matters around some things as well, and wanting to do something more challenging. But somebody's acting like there ain't no problem, and they're unwilling to look at something, or to even get this communication card. And some people know about it, and other people don't, because something's being covered up here, people. There's the King of Fire. The King of Wands going to come out again then. Let me turn this around in the camera. So he's going to come around. Come on out again then. That King of Wands is involved in something here where children are concerned. There's justice going to show itself. Well, if the law is in the negative, then we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem. Show me this King of Wands. This is a spiritual leader. This is the other man. This is a boss, a brother, an uncle. Somebody real masculine is here. Real masculine. Or they come across that way. Or they're in some type of a spiritual, occultic stuff. I mean, we got confusion going on here. We got two court cards in the law or contractual situations going on here. And there's clarity, and yet there's an imbalance also shown here, because we are seeing two beings here butting heads, and there's an ex problem or something like that. Or the ex is the problem. And because the ex is a problem, or somebody's involved with that energy, somebody is unwilling to make a decision because of that crosswayed, confusing piece crap energy. Then if they've caused nothing but a ruckus, what they've done is they've locked people up on purpose because they're freaking jealous for most of you all, because fire go back to jealousy. Yes. And there is plotting going on. Yes, there is plotting. And there's death issues here, people. There really is. The vehicle, and that's also law. And we got the death issues going on. Okay? We got the crossroad and wisdom standing here saying don't go down one way, because you absolutely do know. Look, you're going to end up dead in the end, people. You're going to end up, or whoever I'm talking to that's plotting some stupid stuff, you're going to really go straight down 6 feet under. You're not going to get away with any more murder. Do you understand me? You listen to my voice right here. You will not get away with the murder, with the vehicle, with whatever you're plotting, with the death. You will not succeed, because Jehovah's word will not return to him void. There's somebody waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting to harvest this death. And you're not going to be able to accomplish it. And it's the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And some people aren't talking about that. And some people have got a perception here. They can see, just like the eagle. They don't want to get eaten. The little snake don't want to get eaten by the eagle is what it is. And you're dealing with somebody also that's connected to birds. And if it's not just, governmental things, or somebody works for the government or the law, it's here. It's all here. Sure is here. Jehovah, you tell it. We have the K and the Z here. We have Zach here. Yes, we already know about it, and you're not going to get away with it. I don't care who you are. You're not going to get away with it. We already know about the death. And you don't get to get away with murder. Or trying to keep it a secret, not talk about it, not giving anybody else a closure about it or anything else. So we have the Ein coming out here, which does not surprise me, because it is the Tower energy. And I already read it once today. It says, I have done judgment and justice. Leave me not to mine oppressors. That's right, because people have been freaking oppressed. We already know what that word means. We already know it. Be surety for thy servant for good. Let not the proud oppress me. Mine eyes fell for thy salvation and for the word of thy righteousness. Deal with thy servant according to thy mercy and truth. Let mercy and truth be thy statutes upon me. I am thy servant. Give me understanding that I may know thy testimonies. It is time for thee, Jehovah, to work. And look, that word was working, water, and terror. And guess what? Jehovah is going to get up and work now. Why? Because it says right here, it is time for thee, Jehovah, to work. For they have made void thy law. It's coming whether you people like it or not. You either going to stand up in the truth and remember the law real quick, or it's going to turn right back around you, because Jehovah's got some plotting here. You go down the wrong way, that's it. That's it. You at a crossroad. You're going to go right to your own ditch. You are. Not the upright. You are. It's time for Jehovah to get up and work now, because you've made his law void. Therefore, I love thy commandments above gold. And this has been about money for some people, because the devil wants to take your fortune. But the psalmist says that I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. Therefore, I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right. And I hate every false way. And if you don't hate this false way, and you guys don't go after this person who wants to plot and steal and kill, and they've been waiting for this death to happen with the vehicle, or what happened with somebody's vehicle, or the head being taken, or what the crap ever, and act like there ain't no problem. There is a problem, and your plotting is a problem. So you go ahead and make your little choice. You're going to fall in the ditch, because now that working water is working against you. And that's just that. So we have the A, the Z, and the K. And so that is Zach. Or a person, place, or thing, first, middle, last name, with either one of those. Or the K, we're dealing with somebody who plays baseball, possibly as well. I'm not sure. So we do have a for sure legal victory here. We got the Manaz coming out here, which is the 20th letter. And this goes back to influence. Well, we got the Tower out here, right? We have idealism and a suffered, but a legal victory is going to take place because Jehovah's going to make sure he's going to work his water now. He's working now. It's time to. Got the letter M, and we also have the X out here as well within that, and the Dagaz actually came out in that other reading that I just did, which is the day. It's the light. It's a change and a beginning, a new cycle, and it goes back to marriage and intrigue thwarted, and we do see somebody plotting here. They've been waiting and at a crossroad because of a death situation, wanting a victory. Okay, needing a freaking balance is what they really freaking need, and they know the truth. They do know the truth. We also have the name Max within here as well. And we have, so the Dagaz would also go back to the D. The MD is here, so you could be a physician or somebody needs freaking medication. We have two X's appearing on this, which this is the N and or the G, and that is a gun in the phonics, right? Or a nag. And the nag's going to be gone because Jehovah's going to work that thing out. Okay? That working water is going to drown that wickedness out of here. It's out. So we've got the N or the G or the G or the N, person, place, or thing, first, middle, last name. Fertility, children, yes, children. Shelter and construction and yield and investments and things like that. And a hidden relationship is here. Well, of course. And that's why some people have been plotting because the other man's here. Okay, got contractual things right there. And that stuff going to get you in trouble unless you allow Jehovah to take care of it. Because vengeance is his, not yours. Now, if Jehovah is having you put somebody real wicked down, that to me, that's different. If you're in leadership, you really are going after somebody real wicked that needs to be put out of society. That's different. That's different. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about somebody that's been plotting themselves trying to go do a murder. Because I literally asked it about it and I got 2 yeses on it. And that's nasty behavior. We're dealing with somebody who's got a mental issue because they act like nothing's wrong, and there is a huge problem. Huge problem. And it's also go back to pleasures and luxuries and stuff like that. So anyway, this is what come out on this reading. And then there's the arm, the yod. And that just came out a minute ago as well. And so that'd be the Y. And somebody needs to make a fair and just decision. You work for the law and you don't uphold the true law of the divine and keep his commandments, you're going to fall right in the ditch with these other people because now the hand of the divine's coming and say, get out of my way. If you want to take my law, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to take you right down 6 feet under with these other idiots if you ain't going to get up and uphold what I put you in order for. Okay? And this is on a governmental level, really big here showing itself. And it is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And the word of the divine is the truth. Okay? Not some other people plotting something saying, oh, this is my truth. No, it ain't your truth. It's the divine's truth is the only thing that works for you and I.